Okay, today we are going to review with adding and subtracting with decimals. So the rules are different with adding and subtracting with decimals than with multiplying and dividing. So with adding and subtracting, remember we need to line up the decimal points because you are lining up the place value. So if we have a problem written horizontally, left to right, 2 3/10 plus 4 plus 48/100, and we're finding the sum, we need to first line up the place value with those decimals. So 2 3/10, the 2 is in the ones place, and the 4 is in the ones place. So we're going to put that 4 right underneath the 2. Now, even though 4 is a whole number and you don't see it, behind every whole number is a decimal and a 0. So 4 0/10 is the same as saying just 4. Now our next number is 48/100, and that 0 is in the ones place. So we're going to line it up with the 2 and the 4 in the ones place of the other numbers. So 48/100, just like that. So here we can see we have a 3 in the tens place, now a 0 in the tens place, and a 4 in the tens place. And that last number we have is an 8 in the hundreds place. If we don't have a number in the hundreds place for the other numbers, we can just add a 0. 2 30/100 is the same thing as 2 3/10. 4 0/100 is the same as 4, or 4 0/10, and then that one already has the hundreds. Now lastly, once we have all of our digits lined up and our decimals lined up, we're going to add. So line up the decimals and go ahead and bring that decimal down. 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 3 plus 0 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 4 plus 0 is 6. So our final answer, our sum, is 6 78/100. If you use estimation, that actually makes sense as well. 2 3/10 is about 2. 4 is already a whole number of 4. 48/100 is a little less than half. So 2 plus 4 is 6, and then plus that little extra is why it's closer to 7. So let's look at the next problem. 14 9/10, subtract or take away 6 22/100. So our top number, 14 9/10, we're going to take away, well, this 6 is in the same place value as that 4. So we're going to put the 6 underneath the 4, line up those decimals, and then write our numbers. So here again, because there was a 1 in the tens place, there was no number in the tens place here, we just need to line up our ones and our tenths, our place value. So here again, we have a 2 in the tens place, a 9 in the tens place, so that's why they're like that. And then that last digit, we have a 2 in the hundreds, but no number in the hundreds place there, so we can put a 0. So now we're going to go ahead and subtract. So we've lined up our decimals, and therefore we've lined up our place values. 0 take away 2 I cannot do, so I borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. And then we bring down that decimal. 4 minus 6 I can't do, so I borrow. 14 minus 6, let's see, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So 8 68/100, because 0 take away nothing is 0. So our final answer is 8 68/100. Again, you can use estimation to help you out. This is about 15, and 15 minus 6 is 9. That answer is close to 9. When you use estimation, that also helps you to make sure your decimal is in the right spot. If we used estimation and said this was about 9, and we actually wrote 86 8/10, 86.8, we knew that our decimal was in the wrong spot. All right, good luck.